Coach, with Darius Slayton not making the trip out here this weekend, is it going to provide some good opportunity for the likes of Theo Johnson and Jalen Hyatt to get some looks?
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt will get more opportunity than he has because Darius is down.
Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. I want to be honest with y'all for a second, man. Can I be honest with y'all? I'm going to be honest with y'all for a second. This is probably my fourth time recording this video. I had to turn it off a few times because I didn't like what I was talking about. And then I realized why I didn't like what I was talking about. Because I don't like the way the New York Giants are looking. And there's really nothing that you can do about it right now. Nothing. Nothing that I can do about it. Nothing that you can do about it. We're just bystanders to what's going on. It's a slow crash. Not even a slow crash, but this season is almost a wrap. Halfway through the season, we haven't even had our Thanksgiving dinners yet. And it's a wrap for the New York Giants. And I did not mean for this to be a rant. This was supposed to be a preview for the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. But what do they say? You got to say what's on your heart. You got to keep it real for the people. So that's what I'm going to do. Every week, I come out here, I do a video, preview video. I talk about the keys to victory. I talk about players to watch. We already know what it is every week. Football 101, what is that? You got to be able to stop the run and run the ball. Blah, blah, blah. Run the ball, stop the run, score points. And as many times that I've said that in all these videos before all of these games, the New York Giants have not been able to consistently do those things. One week we can run the ball a lot and look fantastic. The next week we act like we never run the ball before. We get a little bit of juice with Tyrone Tracy. The next week, we absolutely just ignore the man. I got problems with the coaching. I got problems with the quarterback play. I got problems with the way the roster was developed. And I get out here, try to stay positive, root for this team. Well, I'm still going to be positive, still root for this team. But when it comes from Monday all the way to Sunday, in between that time, I got to keep it real. The Homer hat comes on game day, absolutely 100%. I'm at the front of the line rooting for the New York Giants to win. That's just how I'm built. But I can't sit here like an ostrich and put my head in the sand and act like I like what's going on. Some people can do that. That's not me. I'm not a cheerleader. I'm a fan. If you want a cheerleader, there's plenty of channels that you can go to. It is what it is. The New York Giants should win this game, period. Should win this game. The funny thing is a lot of Giants fans do not want to win this game because they want to keep that draft position. Right now, the New York Giants are sitting in the 8th spot. 8th spot. It's a lot of teams that are also 2-7. There's a lot of losing that has to happen in order for the New York Giants to crack that top 5. And with me having that in my logical mind right now, I can't even see us looking at some of those teams that are in front of us with the same exact record. It might look the same way the rest of the year. We might really be stuck with like a pick at 8 or 9 or 7. Nowhere near where we need to be in order to pick up one of these quarterbacks. And I have been campaigning for these quarterbacks. I've been campaigning for Shedeur Sanders. I've been campaigning for Cam Ward. I've been campaigning for Garrett Nussmeier. Not in the first, but in the second. But we'll see what happens after the college playoffs. Jalen Milroe's another one. Just get me somebody in here, fresh and new. I'm sick and tired of losing with the same guy running the team. That's a rant. I'm going to get back to this game. The Carolina Panthers are not good. Trash even. New York Giants, trash too. But guess what? We should be able to beat the Carolina Panthers. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that we shouldn't be able to beat this team. But guess what? Every time I think the New York Giants are going to do something, I get egg on my face. On my face. Egg on my face. Because why? The New York Giants don't play consistently. They don't play complimentary football. I should be able to brag about this team. I should be able to brag about this defense. Correction. I should be able to brag about this defense, not about this team, because we already know what the issues are. But even when I look at this defense, we really can't stop the run consistently, especially when Dex is off the field. We don't have the quality guys on that defensive line. And when I look at the top of that ivory tower, I see one person, and that's Joe Shane. And he only has Sunday to duck, because after that we get into the bye week, and guess who has to come down from that ivory castle or ivory tower, whatever it's called. You know the analogy. We get to see Joe Shane for the first time next week, and boy, oh boy, he got some answering to do. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I'm already ahead of myself. Let's talk about this game a little bit. The Carolina Panthers gave up their wide receivers. They got a young quarterback that they drafted that they gave up on. Play yo-yo a little bit. And not only did they take away his weapons, you got a couple of offensive linemen out. So what are they doing there? The writing's on the wall when it comes to Bryce Young, in my opinion. They don't want him. They don't want him, and they didn't want to trade him. Because if they did, he wouldn't be there right now. Trade deadline came and gone. Bryce Young is still on the team. Maybe he didn't get the offer that they wanted for him, but when you're playing the way that Bryce Young is playing, you're not going to get any offers. What, third round, fourth round? You might as well keep him, because what? This is second year, and you spent the first overall pick on him. And everybody looks like a dummy if you get rid of him that soon. But we've seen stranger things. What do the New York Giants have to do? Well, you see the hat. You saw the clip. Brian Dable said that Jalen Hyatt is going to get more snaps today. Why? Or not today, but during the game. Why? Because Darius Slayton didn't even make the trip. Concussion protocol, and I believe that's his second concussion of the season. So you got to watch that. But Jalen Hyatt is going to get a chance to do some things, and I'm listen. If there's anybody that I'm hopeful for, that I hope has a fantastic game, a breakout type of game, it's going to be Jalen Hyatt, because I still root for Jalen Hyatt. You see the hat, and guess what? He should be getting open this weekend. When you got a guy like Malik Neighbors, garnering so much attention, a guy like Jalen Hyatt hopefully can break loose. I'm hoping that he can break loose, and I'm hoping that we can get this guy the ball. And that's going to be the biggest question. Can the offense score points? Because I believe this defense is going to eat all game long. You can tell me that the Carolina Panthers are going to be able to run the ball. I really don't care. I really don't care. That team is trash, and we're trash too. I understand that, but I got the New York Giants winning this game, man. I got the New York Giants winning this game, improving to 3-7, if you want to call that an improvement. Yes, it might knock us down from the 8th spot to possibly what? The 10th spot. But I expect a lot of teams that are also 2-7 to win some games too as well. And hopefully everything stays the same, because the week after that, we got the Buccaneers. Well, the week after that is the bye week. But when we come back from the bye week, we got the doggone Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. And if Brian Dable wants to keep his job, and it's crazy because it went from a 50-50 debate on Daniel Jones to about a 90-10 debate for Daniel Jones, against Daniel Jones, I should say. Then now it's a 50-50 debate for Brian Dable and about a 60-40 debate on Joe Shane. And I hate Joe Shane more than I hate Brian Dable. I don't know, man. You guys let me know how you guys feel about this game. Let me know how you feel about this game. Actually, because I just told you how I feel about it. I think we should win, but I really don't care. And that's bad. Now, this is Friday before the game. Once Sunday gets here, game day, the juices get to flow, and I get a little bit of excitement because I get to see my team play because I love them so much. But right now, today, I could care less. Couldn't care less, I should say. And that's the bad part. When you're a Giants fan and it becomes overwhelming, you just let the tide take you away. And that's where I'm at right now. And we haven't even had our Thanksgiving dinner yet. and the season is already over. And this is the same thing that has been happening every season except for 2022, 2017, 2016. Over 10 years of losing. Just lay back and let the tide take me away. It is what it is, man. And for those that are wondering, this video was out super late. I like to do these on Thursday. You know, give it a couple days of warm up and for people to watch. But I was not excited to do this game at all, or to do this review or this video at all, because I know that I'm not excited about this game. If it was a better competition, maybe, you know, possibly get to see somebody else, get to do some scouting possibly. But no, it's the Carolina Panthers. It's the Carolina Panthers. But I can't wait to see what you guys think about this game. I can't wait to see how the New York Giants show up, if we show up. But I do think that, you know, we ultimately win this game. But there's certain players that I am rooting for in this game, for sure. Number one on that list is Jalen Hyatt. I want to get another big game from Malik Neighbors. Now, remember, Malik Neighbors coming out at LSU, super explosive, yards after the catch, and we still have not seen that yet. I'm watching another LSU wide receiver last night yak it up. And we have one of those guys on our roster, but he cannot look like that because of a lot of reasons. People complain about the drops, understandably so, but they forgot what they have. They forgot what they have in Malik Neighbors. What you saw Jamar Chase do last night against the Ravens, that is something that Malik Neighbors absolutely has the capability of doing. And we won't get a chance to see it. Possibly, maybe not. I'm hoping so. So with that being said, I think that's a good place to end this video. Done with the rant. Really wasn't a preview. My apologies. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got the pregame late night Giants talk. Hope you guys can show up and hang out with me. And then, of course, we got the early morning game on Sunday. Right after that game, I'm doing a live post-game reaction. Hopefully you guys can tune in for that too. And don't forget, we do have the membership now on the page. Go ahead and join the Big Blue Nation. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.